All right, what's going on to every single person out there from the east, west, north, and the south, wherever it is you might be watching us from, wherever it is you have a television, your toilets, bathroom, offices, wherever it is in your cars. If you have a TV set there, we're right here on your screens. My name is Miles, the eighth wonder of the world, and I never ever do this alone. By the way, if you're joining us for the first time, it is called Tea Time on PlusTvAfrica, where all the biggest stories and the truest stories live. Tea Time, it is. Wait, hold on. Let me just... And I have the fearless one in the building with me. He's always fearless. He always brings the energy, brings the vibes. He brings all that intellectual conversation, and he has the beard.
Okay.
I think that's like
okay. That pretty much covers it.
It's a superpower now. He has a very good beard. How you doing?
I'm doing great. So pumped up to be here this morning.
You are pumped up. How you take Joe Great from us?
My brother. You know, I have my ways. You know, like I always
you always say. Like I saw you giving somebody new notes today. I saw you giving.
I have nothing but new notes, man. I'm rolling. I'm swimming in new notes.
Explain, give us.
Like I always say,
let us know now. We are all in this together.
I have my ways now. You got it. It's survival of the fittest. As in, you know,
you have been singing a particular song.
Which one? Vibe
cannot keep a hand.
I'm a vibe person.
Vibes.
Oluwa Tabitha, you're looking all orange. I think orange is the new black and the new cool.
Yeah, I know, right?
How are you doing today?
Fine, I'm good. I'm okay.
Why are you shaking though?
You know. Okay, now I'm actually shaking because you asked me why am I shaking.
Why are you cold?
Yeah.
Zip some, see, zip it. When you zip it,
call this tea time.
You know, literally.
Aha.
Thank you.
Shall we begin? Alright, it's Throwback Thursdays, by the way. If you're just joining us for the first time, what we do on Thursdays, we go way back in time and bring you a whole lot of information that you might not even know. For some reason, there's nothing on my screen. Anyways, we're going to have fun. It's going to be an amazing day. It's the 9th day in the month of February already. Like, when did February start?
You know, it was like 10 minutes ago.
Thank you.
In some parts of the United States of America, they're celebrating International Pizza Day. So I think you guys should just get me pizza or something.
Pizza?
Yeah, pizza day.
Oh, nice. That what I do with you.
And in some other parts of the United States of America, they're celebrating National Toothache Day. Like, how do you celebrate having a toothache? Like,
you cannot relate?
I can. I've taken out 3. I've extracted 3.
I've taken out 2.
I've extracted 3.
Anyone.
Oh, you are really lucky.
You're lucky.
That's the worst pain in the world. So
it is terrible.
For International Toothache Day, all they're just trying to tell people is like take care of your dental and your oral health. Like go to your dentist normally, frequently, and get it checked. All your cavities and everything, get it checked. When that thing hits you,
it is bad.
It is bad.
It is really bad.
Like when I was taking out the second one, I got to the clinic half naked. I am not joking. Wow. I was just in my shorts. I didn't wear a top. I was in a short. I was driving. I drove to the clinic like that. I just like, please just inject me first. Just inject. It is terrible. So yeah, take care of it.
Wow, it wasn't that bad for me.
It wasn't that bad.
I've seen people, you know, when they are in pain, I'm like,
but for about a year, I was eating with only one side of my mouth because the other side was just don't dare. If it just goes there once, the pain is excruciating, unbelievable.
It's the expression on Simon's face for me. Simon was like, how did you, and the guy is so confident, like, he just give us another chance. His brother was busy singing his lungs up and he was like, yo. He was giving them the backups, hard lips, yo. Like, it's, some people can't sing. And you still see them going for music competitions. Like, when I watch some auditions, I'm like, what are you doing there? Like, who advised you or who gingered you to go and do this? Can you sing?
Like, can I actually sing? Like, no, I actually cannot sing.
Did you ever try going for an audition one time?
To sing?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to.
I did. It was terrible.
Whoa.
The very first Nigerian Idol I did was really terrible.
I feel I can sense how terrible it was.
What? I thought I could sing then. Ooh. And some very, very bad people around me were encouraging me.
You know, that's always the problem. You know, it's something we need to table. When people begin to try to jump into a certain kind of talent, and the people around them, all in the name of let's encourage them, keep telling them, you can do. I think it's bad. It's more
like,
bad.
Do you understand? Don't be that kind of friend or that kind of family member. Oh, guy, you cannot do this thing.
You cannot. Like, just outrightly say.
But then you just never know. I mean, look at someone like Jarul, for instance. If I told him like, your voice is really bad, maybe don't do anything that has to do with music and all that. I mean, look at Jarul.
Same thing happened with that's actually right. Same thing happened with Seun Kuti. So Seun Kuti was told that you can't sing. Now he's a vocal coach. His vocals are.
So I guess maybe you can function in other areas. Okay, I got the perfect idea. Maybe they say you have a talent, but don't try to do front of camera, but try to look for more back of camera thing. But front of camera, Disaster.
not your
Because
thing.
there are some people that they are good, they have good knowledge when it comes to music.
Right.
So they can actually direct you, oh no, do that, but they can't sing actually. So I think some of those people that are singing, they only have the knowledge. So they're going, oh, you be watching guy, how far? And some are good with rapping, but they think they should
Exactly.
sing. So you need to
Exactly.
just
I think
know
I'm a
your
better
place.
rapper than a singer. I should
Okay,
not try that. It
please
wasn't
drop
fair.
one, please, just one line.
Okay.
Line.
Really?
But the thing is, we'll try again tomorrow. I mean,
Hey.
God spare our lives. We'll try again
I
tomorrow.
always have the plan, like, you know what, tomorrow, this is what I would want to be super productive with my day. I'm going to do this, by this time I'm going to do that, at this time I'm going to do this at this time. And the next day, to get out of bed is...
But I don't know, who stays in bed that long though? 7 p.m. they were still in bed.
That was, I think that was
What? Really?
Are you serious?
Really?
Wow.
If I know I have work to do, yes. I actually stay in bed that long.
I stay in bed quite long, but I don't think not as long as 7 p.m.
Highest.
By 12 and 1 p.m. I'm already
Thank
bored of the
you.
bed. So
12.
I might stand up and do more unproductive things, but maybe not in bed.
Hey, anyways, whatever this you do, it's okay. It's okay to feel lazy once in a while. It's okay to just let your hair down. Like, you know what, today I'm not really going to do
Today
too
I
much.
don't feel
like.
like doing anything.
Fairness, it's just Thursday. It's Friday. It's not Friday. You're already in the Friday
It's
vibe.
no bad. It's
You
no
came with
bad.
that Friday vibe today,
He's
I
ahead.
mean,
and it has
He's
new
ahead.
notes.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's Throwback Thursday, like I said earlier, and Throwback, we go way back in time to bring you some things that you didn't know that maybe you thought you should think about, like, but how did this thing originate? Where did it originate from? How did it start? And we also bring you some really good songs. And do not forget, today, as usual, we're giving out 5,000 naira to anybody who has a voice of a canary, anybody who can give us a good rendition of a particular
and we have new
song.
notes. Courtesy me.
Woo!
Okay.
Woo! Woo!
Ta-da!
Woo!
New notes coming through.
Just praying.
We're gonna. All you have to do is simple. The paper is right here. You pick a number 1 to 20. Whatever you pick, you get to sing.
Yeah.
And if you give us a very good rendition of that song, 5,000 naira is going to be yours. Just like that. New notes, courtesy my guys.
Lego.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go back in time. Which one of the nursery rhymes do you remember from way back in the days? Like, which one always like, this particular nursery, not Sandalili. Just leave Sandalili alone. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
little star.
What about you?
Mary had the little lamb.
Okay,
Little
talking about the lamb,
little-
Mary had a little lamb. Yeah, it is a nursery rhyme, and it's originated way back, and I think in the BCs, but it's actually a real story. Yes, it wasn't just a nursery rhyme that somebody just made up. It's actually a real story about a person called Mary. Now, the nursery rhyme is based on an actual incident that involved a little girl called Mary Elizabeth Sawyer. She was born in 1806 on a farm in Sterling. When Mary was 9 years old, she found a sickly newborn lamb in the sheep pen while helping her dad. The sheep had been abandoned by its mother. Therefore, after a lot of pleading, she was allowed to keep the sheep, right? Now, she kept the sheep, she nurtured it back to good health, right? And the sheep grew. And the sheep got so attached to her. And this thing actually happens. My dog is like that. Animals are like that. Once you're around them all the time, like, they'll just be following you up and down.
Yeah.
She got so attached to Mary that she started following Mary everywhere she went. So this particular day, herself and her siblings, like, you know what? We're going to school. This thing is going to be following us as usual. Let's just take it to school. Then we'll hide it under the desk and all. And they took the lamb to school. Mary hid the lamb under her desk, and while she was called out to come and recite her poem or something, the lamb just followed. And the teacher like, what? Go outside, go wait, blah blah. The lamb should wait outside after school. The lamb just stood by the window and just waited, like she was just looking like that. That was not the origination. That's the origination, but that's not what happened. Moving forward, there's a guy that's in our class. His name is John Rostone, right? A student a year or two older. Next day, he handed Mary a letter, a piece of paper, said, see this, and he had written down everything that happened in class the previous day about the lamb and other. And maybe like, okay, this is really nice, and he kept it. While Rousseau was 17 years old, he died. He had cancer, one way or the other. He died, and the note was lost. Mary couldn't find it. Fast forward to 1804. Somebody found that letter, and wrote it out into a poem, and made a whole lot of money with it. And it became 1830. Thank you. Wow. It became Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Wow.
Yeah. So
It is so fascinating hearing that story because the only part of the poem I know is Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. I think one day she took it to school. That's all I know. You know, to school. But you know, hearing everything.
What's that what they wrote there?
yeah, she
I knew school in the poem. You know, can be exciting
was sure to go
hearing stories like
that.
that.
So yes,
That's pretty cool.
that's the origination.
It was so bad that
one.
guy died.
Well,
Yeah.
things happen. Things happen. and things fall apart.
Thank you for that. It's so
Yeah,
nice to
yeah,
hear
you're
that
welcome.
story.
You're welcome. So, what's your favorite protein on food when you're eating your food? Which one do you like the most? You like
Give me
more? You like chicken? You like turkey?
Give me chicken and you know that towe. That one you like towe. That towe. Shaki, yes.
Shaki.
Give it to me.
What about you?
Actually like turkey and chicken and sometimes beef.
It's
I
okay.
love chicken.
It's okay.
Sorry, fish. Yeah, fish.
Fish.
Very, very.
You like
Okay,
fish.
cool.
Fish.
So let me show you a picture of turkey, like fresh turkey, fried one. Very fried.
You will
Maybe-
tempt Tabitha.
Like so maybe Tabitha will just want
It's
to. So turkey, this thing that we eat all the time, like we a lot of people love it. I'm not really a big fan of it because I think it's just too much.
Protein generally, just
there's
turkey.
more bone, turkey. Oh god, look at that.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Turkey.
I'm seeing
So
jollof
I'm not
rice
really a
right
big
now.
fan of it because I think it's more bone than meat. That's what I think.
You are just a hater, man.
Anyway,
please.
but this thing that you guys are looking at, you guys are eating now, in the Maya culture, Mayas are from the Mexicans,
Okay.
Yeah, the Asian Mexican, they used to worship the birds called the turkey. They believed
Ooh.
these birds actually brought good, they were the symbol of good health, the symbol of wealth, and they had a spiritual significance to them. So it was a taboo to
eat
touch
it.
or kill or anything to the turkey birds. way
So
back then.
turkeys were boiling in that part of the world.
Yeah, God, why is this person doing this now?
So this is somebody's god now.
Right. So, I also find out that there's some parts in Nigeria where you can't even eat snails. There's some communities.
Snails?
Really?
It's taboo.
Oh.
See, some parts in the east. Like my friend served there one time, and I went to see him, and I've seen massive snails all over the place. Say, guy, they're not allowed to eat them here. There's a taboo for you to eat. You can pack it and take it to your outside, but you are not allowed to. Like they see those snails as gods in that part of the community also. Okay, so way back in the days, I think in the 13 BC, the Maya culture, they used to worship the turkey birds way back in the days, so it was not allowed until moving fast forward when the Americans found out that we can use it to do Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah.
And it was only that way back. It was only the rich people that were allowed, rich and the priests were allowed to have them as birds in the house. You can't just have it talking now.
So they can't even eat it. Even the rich people, they
You can't
don't
eat anything.
it.
You want to chop
Oh,
turkey.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just in things that people find sacred, and in other places it's just.
It's just
bleh.
yeah.
Wow, interesting stuff.
All right, cool. And the last one before we go into our stories for the day. This one is particularly funny to me. When I saw it, I'm like, okay, are you guys serious? I've heard about a lot of games, a lot of competition, but fox tossing.
Say that again.
Fox tossing. The fox, the vixen, the animal fox, the red fox.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tossing,
Tossing as in throw.
throwing.
Are you serious?
Yes, it was a competitive sport way back in the days. Like, well, yeah, that animal. While people were throwing these javelins and what's it called, shot puts and disc, people in the 17th and the 18th century were involved in
I wish I could see
throwing live foxes
in the
high
air.
into the air.
I
So
would
they
love
just
to
they just
see
put it
that.
on a sling, and everybody you just move back and throw it in the air. Whichever goes the highest,
Wow.
that's the winner.
Would the fox
That's a
die?
sport.
Duh!
Wow.
A lot of the animals died in the process, while some were just decapitated. But if it was these days, as the four people just the chop them, like fox tossing. And when they were about to launch it into the Olympics, it was disqualified. Like, no, we can't bring it
Yes.
into the
Like,
Olympics.
what do
This
you
is not something-
expect?
This is not something we want to do here. So yeah, fox tossing. I think we should try it. Maybe we should just try goat tossing or something. We might just.
At least when it smashes, we can see eat it.
Which goes people allow you? But then it's not something there.
No, but it sounds really like a lot of inhumane things happen in all those BC time. Though.
Tell me about it.
A lot of inhumane
But
things.
do you know,
And not
for
just
us,
to animals.
it's inhumane. But then it was
Inanimate.
it was a very normal thing. Like for us now, like we're woke now, we're seeing things like. To them, they think there's nothing.
No.
wrong.
I think even it's not about being woke. It's just
Right.
about your heart, basically. I think if you're a kind person and you don't see killing something else, you know the way I see killing things. If I cannot breathe life, but like if you get me, I know I kill you, then I'm like, okay. I'm no longer angry. I breathe life back into you, and you come out. But I cannot make you come back to life. So why would you
I
kill?
can't
You
even
know?
stand
Yeah,
the
but you
sight
kill
of
chicken.
it.
I have never killed a chicken.
What is wrong with you? What are you
Same
doing?
here. I can't even stand
I-
it. I'll
I
start
eat-
crying.
I eat
I'll
it.
start crying.
I cannot
I'll eat it,
kill
but
a chicken.
I can't
Start
be
slaughter.
there.
I
Not
can
even
never.
goats,
I
not
cannot.
even
It
goats.
will
I can't
haunt me for
stand there.
days. I will have nightmares.
You've never done that before.
I have never
I
done
think
that.
there's something wrong with me. I should check myself.
You,
My younger brother
Ah,
once
you-
I wanted
you-
to kill chicken.
I mean,
Everybody.
chicken killer. Oh.
you're not longer in
And they will
heavenly
go
race.
here like it's like nothing.
Yeah,
You're not in the
remember.
heavenly race.
I
Forget about
remember.
heavenly race.
Because of chicken.
Yes.
Killer Killer. I remember.
I don't care.
That one, Nabi.
One video I saw.
So,
he
yeah.
held the thing and it was not making
Miles?
video. Yes, me. I'll kill you today. I'm like, no,
Like you're making it look gory. Like,
It is gory.
I did do that. Anyway, let's move to the stories real quick so we can have some fun later on the show. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has rearranged a social media influencer and comedian, Adedamola Adewale, alias Ade herself, for alleged 7.9 million naira internet fraud. The news agency of Nigeria reports that Adewale was charged alongside 2 others at large on a 3 counts of conspiracy to obtain money by false pretense, attempt to obtain money by false pretenses, and retention of proceeds of criminal conduct. She, however, pleaded not guilty to the charges. The EFCC counsel, Mr. Samuel Daji, informed the court that the case was rearranged and urged it to remand the defendant pending commencement of trial. Now, if you guys remember, this story, this happened, I think, last year or 2 years ago. You know, and Adi was in the news. She was arrested then, and she pled not
And
guilty.
unremorseful, if I remember.
What?
She showed no remorse after the whole thing.
You saw that video?
I remember.
Like, I'm like, what?
No remorse whatsoever.
Nothing. They have nothing on me. I'm like, people won't just come and pick you up if there's nothing. And the story behind it was that herself and a bunch of people promised to help a man secure travel documents, work permits abroad, and everything, all that stuff.
And people would always fall for that.
Like, everybody wants to jump.
You know?
Like, everybody wants to leave the country. I fell for that. Like,
Yeah, and it circles
twice.
back to the situation of the country.
Like, do you understand? So now it's happening again. Now she's been remanded. If she's not been granted bail, there's to remand that. I think it's the court proceeding will start in April again.
Yes.
And so
makes
like
sense.
you stay there till April. Like, don't you think they should just grant
Oh,
her
na
bail?
okay. Now, from what angle? I see misogyny here. Well, from what angle now?
I'm listening to you.
I mean, for me, a crime has been committed. Fine, there's a popular saying that innocent until proven guilty and everything, but I think maybe they have sufficient evidence, so to speak. So let's let the law take its course. I mean, if you're going to dupe in quote people because they really want to, jackman everything, I feel it circles back to being inhumane as well, taking advantage of people.
I think once there's evidence now, we'll know who is lying and who is not and everything. But I don't think they can just come
Can't they
up
just
and
return the money?
What if they don't have 7.5?
But you already said it was, but you said she wasn't even, acting remorseful.
Exactly.
So is either maybe she's sure that her hands are clean or she's sure that they might not. I don't know.
That saying that goes, there's no smoke without fire. It's actually true. They can't, no one will just come and knock your door and pick you up for no just reason. There must be something that links something to you. Now, when the whole Naira Marley and case started then, he was picked up alongside Ramon Jago, what's it called? Zlatan.
Yes.
Zlatan has been freed like long time ago. That means there was nothing connected to what was on ground. And Naira Marley is still in court. He's still in court. He's not. The case is still on. So there's always something.
There is no smoke. I agree. No smoke without fire.
Do you understand? Yeah. But one thing I think EFCC and the government should do, they should investigate all these social media influencers. Honestly, I'm not being.
Are you dragging all our influencers?
I'm not being a hater. I'm not beefing anyone right now. But I just think they should investigate a lot of these guys. Like investigate a lot of these guys. Do you think a house is yam? Do you think to buy a house worth 100?
Can we not go there? That's like a whole new topic.
Do you understand? You think it's yam just like that? So by saying I wear can you
I don't understand, Miles. I don't get it. Are you trying to say that they don't make that amount of money in influencing?
They
They make money,
do.
but not that fast, not that heavy. Come on.
I don't understand how much is the house in Lekki now. What are you? How much is house in Lekki?
Okay.
That they cannot make from one job.
You can't even see that. It's not that sharp. It's not magic. There's a process to it. So I don't think let's say today you just say don't hammer. 2 days later, you say don't buy mansion, buy Benz. Come on, like
Miles, you have your own skeletons.
I do not have any.
You have
like
your
I
own
do
skeletons.
not have any. Okay, I do not have any skeletons.
Okay.
I'm not sure, Sha. I've not bought a German machine yet that I call like this guy had an accident with his Sabinus, and 2 weeks after I bought a new one. I'm like, okay, what's going on?
He's a star influencer.
Anyways, that's what I think. Peter Okoye, Seun Kuti, and Portable are in the news. Portable has been in the news for so long. Now, Peter Okoye of Peace has slammed Afrobeat singer Seun Kuti for condemning a political party's candidates. Seun Kuti also fired shots at the singer and socialite Noble Ego, stating that they are both fake and misleading Nigerians. However, Portable, as usual, in his very troublesome and everything, we came out and slammed Peace, in fact, P Square as a whole. He goes, you people that your career is finished, what are you saying? You are disrespecting the Kuti family. Now, one thing Peter said I didn't like, which, okay, now, this is when that particular tweet was a tweet from Seun Kuti in 2018 or 15, when he was hailing Tinubu.
Okay.
People went to dig it out. Now, only for him to come out and say, guys, that was an April Fool tweet. I didn't mean that. Why would I'm not supporting anybody. Now, one thing this guy said, which is Peter said that I didn't like, he said that remove the Kuti from your name. Nobody knows you. That my father being Okoye was a nobody, and today, thank God, the Okoyes are known all over the world. But remove the Kuti from your name,
and you're just ordinary.
And you're just an ordinary. So I don't think we have to bring our families into it. When we have issues, we have issues. If you're supporting Fearless for the next governor, that's you. Or if somebody's supporting Miles for the next, let's just support our candidates. Healthily. Don't tell me who to support or who not to support. That's what I think. Don't tell me, you have to go and support this person. This is the person. That is your business now. Let me just support who. We don't have to start dragging our families and dragging our people.
But you know, when you fight with the Nigerian, that's the sweetest part of fighting with the Nigerian. If you are not ready for your daddy and your mommy to get dragged, don't fight. You know, it's a typical thing. Even while we're children, any small thing you know. So people feel that it gets you, more when they go for your family. You know, that aside,
does that make you right?
It doesn't make it right necessarily, but at least it's nice comeback for a lot of people. but you know, that aside, I saw the Seun Kuti video, So in as much as you're allowed to support whoever you want to support, I think also you should really try to give yourself some restraint when you're trying to bring down certain candidates. You might, even if you're bringing out a certain candidate, it will show who you're supporting, even if you don't mention that person. So that was what happened. So in the process of bringing down a certain candidate, it was very apparent who he was trying to bring up by bringing out that candidate. And that was what, Peter Okoye has been very vocal about who he's supporting. So that's why he jumped at it, that you don't do that. But Portable in the mix there is what I don't understand.
Portable has been everybody.
I don't understand.
When I saw it, I was just laughing because when I saw it, he even wrote Mr. Wahala musician, Mr. I think he's the king. Something. I was just like, this guy. You
You're there, why?
He has Portable now recognizes the fact that when he speaks, he gets the Nigerian attention, and that is where, even outside his music, that is another way that he gets people's attention, and he's really, cashing in on that.
But he's actually been saying a whole lot of things that we actually in the corner of our houses want to say. It's like, but we could not go see him.
Just say it like that. Now the mouthpiece for many. He's now helping them.
But the point of the whole P Square, you guys are no longer popular. It was actually kind of an irrelevant angle to come in from, because
I disagree.
Irrelevant for the topic at hand. It doesn't matter. They may not be popular anymore, but they are still Peter.
No, I'm on the fact that dragging family's name into the whole thing. It wasn't necessary. But if you are attacking,
we fight. If you say something with me, I go.
See, that's what I know. Saying anger, but the thing is, I think you should still have control. If you want to attack that person based on the subject matter, not. Rich make it a talk, say, do you understand? So I just feel, Peter would have just calmed down small because he was the one that said the dragging of family name there.
True.
True.
Do you understand? So he was actually, yes, obviously he was attacking the opposite, candidates and everything, and he came from that aspect, like, why you go fight my person? So it was more like he's defending his own person. But that one too was also standing for his own person. So I feel like if P Square is actually fighting that and everything, he could as well fight other people too that are not in support of who is in support.
Anyways, support whoever it is you want to support. That's my take on it.
Support you get PVC.
Even with your PVC self, you should know that. Just support whoever you want to support. That's my thing. Anyways, when we come back here, we will be going for our throwback karaoke.
Okay.
Giving out some money.
Can I play first?
Yeah, you will this time around. And also have something we want to tackle. A few things we want to tackle. Somebody says the mobile device is actually the cause for a lot of marriages, a lot of divorces now. Okay. Yeah, somebody said that. We'll be talking about that in just a bit. Are you okay? You look like you want to take a dump.
He's going to break the table. That's a look.
All right, let's go for a quick music break. When we get back, it's still tea time on PlusTvAfrica. Do not go nowhere. Get a bottle of whatever it is you know how to drink well. Don't take anything that will make your eyes bleed, so I can see as well, right? We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.